Hello, my name is Kyle Huffstedler, and perhaps you're here because you've been following me on my blog, www.kyleonwriting.blogspot.com, or you're just an up-and-coming author like myself, and you wanted to learn a little more about the publishing world and the publishing process and how it is all done. So in my last blog post that I posted, I talked about um, the three main avenues that many authors choose when publishing their book, that being the traditional route, the self-publishing route, and print-on-demand route. And I want to talk about them in this video a little more in depth than I even did on my blog post, and kind of give you the particulars on each of them and help you decide which one you possibly might take in your publishing journey. So the first one that I want to talk about here is traditional publishing. What traditional publishing is, it's been around for a great many years, and is the avenue that many authors choose to take because it, the publisher is the one footing the bill, and to many authors, they don't have the cash on hand to go off and publish their own book. So this can be a great avenue for many authors that are just starting off. So if you wanted to go the traditional route, what you would end up doing is obviously writing your book, and then you would send 2 or 3 chapters to an agent, and if the agent liked those chapters, he or she would ask for the whole book, and then they would if they liked the whole book, then they would take it and they would represent you, and then they would take it to publishers that they're represented by. And if the publisher really liked your book and got behind it, then your foot would be in the door and you would actually be published. And then you'd be given an advance from anywhere from a couple $1,000s to upwards of $1 million if you were that lucky. And in about a 2-year period, your book would be published. So this is a great avenue for many authors, and I would urge you to check more information out about this avenue of publishing. The second road to your publishing success is, if you do have some money on hand, is self-publishing. And this is where, unlike in traditional, where the publisher is the one footing the bill, with self-publishing, it's just basically what it sounds like. You, the author, or in collaboration with someone else, is the one that's actually footing the bill. And you're going to be dealing with distribution, typesetting, cover design, all of these things, and you can farm those out, but again, it's going to cost you, the author, the money. You're the one that's basically in the driver's seat when it comes to self-publishing, and a lot of authors like that because they're in control and they're able to do what they want, how they want. So if you're that type of a person, self-publishing by all means is probably the road that you would want to take. Now, the third type of publishing that I want to talk about here is print on demand, and POD for short. And what that basically is where you, again, like in self-publishing, are going to be using your own money and sending your book to a print-on-demand publisher that prints on-demand books, and they will save the book onto a hard drive in their database, and every time that someone buys your book via Amazon or Barnes & Noble websites, or your own website, or their website as well, then a book will actually be printed. So this can be a great avenue for many authors, whereas in the traditional publishing route, you're going to have physical books that are actually going to be put into stores, and many readers may just come across your book on the bookshelf not even knowing who you are. With the print on demand, they're going to more readily probably know who you are. So for beginning authors, it kind of depends. It really depends. So I hope that these 3 different publishing routes, I hope that I gave you some insight into each of these different publishing routes, and I hope it helps you with your publishing journey and which one that you're going to take. And feel free to post a comment and shoot me any questions that you may have. Thank you.